There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Microsoft Pulse with Tamara and Tom Duff. We're here to go over the Microsoft roadmap so you don't have to. We're going to cover this in four parts: in development, rolling out, launched, and canceled. In develop means Microsoft is working on it. Rolling out means it looks to be done and it's starting to roll out to tenants, where launched means everybody who's in the rollout scope should have these features. And then canceled, things that Microsoft have decided not to pursue or have been canceled because they're a duplicate. So we're going to get started with in development. And there are a couple things I'd like to point out. Microsoft 365 AI workflows in Teams and workflow app and SharePoint document libraries. So with AI workflows in the workflows app for Teams and SharePoint document libraries, we can build custom AI powered templates to automate complex tasks and streamline daily operations. Admins can enable this feature to equip users with intelligent automation tools that make managing work more efficient and intuitive. And then we have Microsoft Teams. Facilitator can help manage tasks and create documents. Now, Facilitator is an agent, is a co-pilot agent. So Facilitator can help users manage tasks and create documents during meetings. In addition to the tasks that the agent is automatically capturing during the meeting, so you can focus on the meeting, users can ask the facilitator directly through the meeting chat to create, edit, and assign tasks, which then, oh my gosh, this is so cool, syncs to Planner. For tasks related to document creation, users can assign to Facilitator, and it will draft documents based on the meeting discussions. Users can also ask the agent to create a draft document on a topic discussed during the meeting.
That is really cool stuff.
I'm very excited about that. And I just have two more. Microsoft Teams channel agents, which is a channel agent works alongside you and your team to help you manage projects. It can create status reports, send emails, schedule meetings, co-author documents, and answer questions. Now, the channel agent understands context from the meetings, chats, and files and uses that knowledge to help you move forward. It's designed to save time, reduce manual effort, and make collaboration more intelligent.
And
And then
that's one, oh,
yeah, go
I
ahead.
was going to say, that's one reason why you might strongly want to consider using channel meetings instead of just making a meeting in Outlook and discussing whatever, because these agents, they're going against the channel content. And if you have channel meetings turned on and it's part of that particular channel, it's going to be able to go in and get all that information about meetings, chats, and files. So that's a really good reason to start using, channel meetings.
And it's a great reason to take your conversations out of those one-on-one chats
Very
or
true.
those group chats
Yep.
and move them into a channel dedicated to that team's
Topic at
project.
hand. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Outlook, the calendar mini month date selection updates. I can't read it without thinking mini me. I know. So users can now perform the following actions on the mini calendar in the hashtag new Outlook for Windows, allowing them to view custom date selections on their calendar. So click and drag to select weeks at a time using the shift and click or control click will select non-consecutive dates. Moving months via the arrow icons in the mini month will also update the main calendar surface. Now, this is going to be a trick and a treat that's coming out in October of 2025. See what I did there?
Yeah, I was going to say, I see what you did there. Nicely done.
All right. What do you have, sir?
So, going with the fact I usually take a lot of the Copilot ones, the first one is Microsoft Copilot, calendar search for email delegates. Now, recently we've talked about the fact that you'll be able to do Copilot chat to find calendar entries, and you can approve stuff or not approve stuff. You can RSVP, you can join meetings from there and the whole bit, but all that has assumed it's your calendar. Now, delegates with existing calendar access of other users can now search for meetings using Copilot Chat, helping to save time and streamline processes. So, again, if you're an admin and you're controlling calendars or a delegate for those calendars, this is something that may help you a lot to be able to stay in one place and take care of a lot more stuff. We did have one that still says in development. However, the way they phrase this, it's like, and we're not going to continue rolling it out. And that's Microsoft Teams interactive agents for Teams meetings and calls. So this was going to be a new feature bringing interactive agents into your team meetings and one-on-one calls. Use the agents, to get all the stuff going on, all the typical stuff you would normally see in Copilot. After further review, we are not able to continue rolling this out at this time. They don't quite say why, but the fact that they say at this time leads me to believe that it will be coming at some point in the future. You're just not going to get it in the September timeframe that it was originally set up to be there. So if you're looking for that, you'll have to keep looking for it. Then we have, so you took facilitator. Then we have knowledge agent. This one's kind of cool in the fact that simplifies SharePoint content management and ensures content is Copilot ready by automating metadata, fixing stale content, enabling fast page creation, improving compliance, and enriching content so Copilot can deliver more accurate, grounded answers. I love the fact that you're going to be able to ask Copilot, hey, what looks like it might be stale in this site? Like, whoa, that's cool. And also being able to say, hey, I need to create a page. Here's what I want it to do. Help me generate something that looks decent because I know I suck at design. So this is going to be something that I'm pretty sure I will be using on a regular basis to try to get decent looking pages out there without having to try to come up with it entirely on my own, which makes nobody happy. So that's coming out in January. So keep an eye open for that. Then we have Library in the Microsoft 365 Copilot app. So Library is going to be a central visual first space in the Copilot app where users can easily access their Copilot generated content like images and pages, as well as Copilot generated content shared with them. So I'm going to kind of call it like a OneDrive for the stuff that you're generating in Copilot. So you can see it all in one place instead of you trying to go to various different places to find, well, I did this image over here and then I saved this page over there. It's all going to be in the library, so it'll have an easy one-stop shop, hopefully, to allow you to get all that information that you've generated via Copilot that you need to get back in reference. That's apparently coming out in October, so keep an eye open for that. You did talk about channel agents, which I think, again, is really a cool idea. And you know what? I go all the way down to rolling out with nothing else that I wanted to mention. So I think I'm good.
All right, great. Well, in rolling out, I do have a couple. I'll try not to take all the cool ones, Tom.
You've got, I've got 4 in here. So take your
You've
shot.
got 4? All right, here we go. It's like playing darts or battleship, more appropriately.
Or pin the tail
All
on a
right.
donkey, one or the other.
Yeah. So, Outlook, create and save email templates in the new Outlook for Windows. The template feature in the new Outlook allows users to create and save email templates for quick and consistent communication, streamlining the process of sending repetitive messages. Additionally, it allows for the seamless import of templates saved as OFT files. Thank goodness for hashtag new Outlook for Windows. Thank you, Tom.
That was one of the 4 that I
Uh oh.
had.
All right. Microsoft Teams' new voice application settings for authorized users in GCC High and DoD. This is for premium. So, voice application policies allow you to create and assign voice application policies to authorized users. Now, voice application policies control what configuration changes an authorized user can make to audio attendance and call queues they're authorized for. Authorized users with permission from the Teams admin can configure their call queue and auto attendance using Teams settings and opt in or out their team members to optimize for business needs. So, this is a Teams premium feature and rolling out for GCC High and DoD, and it should be done rolling out by the end of September. And then this one's really important. Unfortunately, it's not. Let me check and confirm. It's coming out to the worldwide tenant, but not DoD, not GCC High or GCC. So, Microsoft Teams enhanced meeting protection prevents screen capture. So, to address the issue of unauthorized screen captures during a meeting, to prevent the screen capture feature ensures that if users attempt to take a screen capture, the meeting window will turn black, thereby protecting sensitive information. This feature will be available on Teams desktop, both Windows and Mac, and Teams mobile applications. For users joining from unsupported platforms, they'll be placed in audio only mode to maintain the integrity of the meeting's content. So that sounds pretty powerful.
I could see that one going out to GCC, GCC High, and DoD pretty quickly.
Yeah. And then the last one I wanted to talk about was the send button update in Outlook. This feature reduces accidental message sends by moving the send button from the bottom of the Compose view in the Compose toolbar to the header of the Compose view. By moving the send button to a less crowded locations, users can avoid accidental taps, resulting in more intentional and error-free messaging experience. I like that one.
Yeah, it doesn't say so in here, but I think they had something very similar to that. And I remember when I read the initial setup on that, it was for iOS and Android. It wasn't for like new Outlook for Windows or anything.
Right.
So this send button update might be applicable to mobile devices, not necessarily your desktop. But especially when they said, taps. I'm like, well, I don't usually tap when I'm on my desktop. I don't have a good enough computer to let me do that one. So I have 2 items because you took 2 of my 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Microsoft Copilot, add topics through Copilot to your existing presentation. So if you have a presentation and it's in PowerPoint and you're thinking, okay, great, I need to add one more topic to this. Now you're going to be able to add more content to your existing presentation using Copilot. It would help you generate and add new topics with slides that are consistent and look and feel to what you already have out there. Yay! So that one is coming out. And again, you have to have Copilot, obviously, but that one's coming out this month. And just the regular tenants, the regular commercial tenants. And then the other one is enhance personalization with memory in Copilot. So Microsoft 365 Copilot will improve memory in Copilot by increasing the relevance and quality of Copilot responses based on previous communications. This AI-powered capability improves the relevance and quality of Copilot responses by learning from previous communications. These memories are private to the user. Now, I believe when you talk about based on previous communications, we're not talking necessarily about, oh, I had this chat in Teams or I got this email. These are the conversations you're having within Copilot. And there's an area where you can go in and say, keep Copilot memory. and it will attempt to use prior things to give you better results based on what you've already done. So between the Copilot memory that you can have now that's being enhanced apparently, and the fact that you can go in there and say, this is who I am and this is what I want you to remember when you communicate with me. I want informal. I want you to say, regards Tom at the end and things like that. You can really start to get results that look and feel more like you without you having to make those changes every single time you interact with Copilot. So that's something to look forward to. Again, that is a standard tenant or a commercial tenant thing, but I could see that eventually making its way out to the various government tenants. I'm going to go ahead and take launch since you're going to take cancel, and there's only one
Sure.
item in launched. So
What do you got?
it is Agents and Copilot Chat available on Edge Sidebar. Use Agents and Copilot Chat on Edge Sidebar to simplify tasks. Pretty straightforward. That's it. That is launched in September. So if you are an Edge user and you got that sidebar and your company allows you to do Copilot Chat in that environment, you're going to have the ability to use those agents in that scenario.
Great. And then in canceled, we've got Microsoft Viva Glint, export team summary report in Viva Glint to editable PowerPoint slides. So,
Oh, this one is actually launched.
oh, this is launched. It got colored wrong. All right,
Yeah.
this is exciting. I was a little disappointed when I started reading it.
Yeah, I kept looking for what's the reason they canceled it. I don't see that.
Now, managers will be able to export default sections from the team summary report in Viva Glint directly to editable PowerPoint slides.
Nice.
This enhancement allows for easier and quicker consumption of this report outside Viva Glint compared to the previous export method, which included static screenshots.
Very nice.
So that's going to be exciting if you're using Viva Glint.
True.
Then
if you're not, this means nothing to you.
Yeah, move along. So then we have a canceled one. Microsoft Teams search with apps and agents personalized suggestions. So Microsoft will not be releasing this feature at this time, and they apologize for any inconvenience it may have caused. So Microsoft is enhancing or was enhancing Team Search personalized suggestions to include apps and agents. When searching in Teams, you would have also been able to get apps and agent suggestions, which dynamically update as you type. Unfortunately, that is canceled. Tom, did you have anything else that you wanted to talk about?
Not really. I know that I believe that last week they had some major updates in the Copilot world. Satya came out, and I don't think it was him. I think it was one of the other bigwigs, came out with a lot of new things that are coming out, especially in terms of these Copilot-wide agents that are going to be doing some deep reasoning stuff. So kind of keep your ear open to that particular space, because I think you're going to see more and more of these things like researcher, analyst, skills, things like this that are going to be looking at things on a wider company basis and give you deep reasoned answers instead of just oh yeah, here you go. Let me write this quick response for you.
We hope this email finds you well.
Oh God, yes. No, I hate that one. But you can go from having I need a project plan to talk about X, Y, Z, and it gives you something that you're like, okay, that's okay, to having something that goes through. It may take you 3 to 4 minutes to get your answer, but it had to go through a lot of reasoning. What it gives you is mind-blowingly good. So they're still continuing to double down in that whole area. So there's going to be some good updates in that area, I believe.
Right. All right. Well, that's all the news that is fit to print. And we appreciate you joining us today. We'll be back next week with more of what's going on. And thanks for joining. Bye now.
Hi, everyone.